What's up, everyone? Zach Reger with SBD here to give you my favorite NFL anytime touchdown score picks for week 11. I've got four of them. And if you would like to bet along with me and tail these picks, I have links in the description to the sportsbooks that have the best odds. The odds vary a lot from sportsbook to sportsbook with touchdown score props. So make sure you get the best number so we can get the biggest payouts. And right before I get into them, please make sure you are subscribed. Please like, comment. Really appreciate all of you guys. Thank you so much. So let's get into it. And I'm going with Jordan Addison at plus 185 at BetMGM. All eyes will be on Justin Jefferson, but I'm going to look at Addison in this game against the Bears. Plus, he has better odds. The Bears secondary, it's toast. They've given up 20 receiving touchdowns this season. They also don't generate a lot of pressure, which will give J.J. McCarthy time. Addison had 11 targets last week, but just 3 receptions. That efficiency should change in this game against this Chicago defense. Since returning in week 4, Jordan Addison leads Minnesota pass catchers with 9 red zone looks. He owns a 25.7% red zone target share since that time. This is a great matchup for Addison. He leads Jefferson in some of those analytics, and he has the better odds. So I'm going to take Addison to score on Sunday. Then I like Pat Freiermuth at plus 240 at Fanatic Sportsbook. The Bengals have given up 12 touchdowns to tight ends this season. The next closest team in the NFL has given up 7 touchdowns to the position. They're giving up 1.3 touchdowns per game to tight ends, which is absurd since he really struggles against the position. And the Steelers, they love their tight ends. So the question is, which one is it going to be in week 11? And I'm going with Freiermuth. He leads the tight ends with 3 touchdowns this season, and he has a 5.4% end zone target share. He owns a 13.9% red zone target share, and he has an 18.2% red zone target share since week 7. He's becoming more involved. He's been getting the most consistent targets out of the tight ends of late, and he exploded 4 and 2 touchdowns against the Bengals earlier this season. I'm expecting another big game from him on Sunday against this defense. And then I'm going with Sean Tucker at plus 230 at Bet365. This Bills-Bucks game should be a fun one with a total of 47.5 points. It probably would be a little bit higher if weather wasn't a potential issue, but even if it is, I like this pick even more because the teams will be running the ball more frequently. The Bills' defense has been vulnerable, especially against the run. They have allowed 14 rushing touchdowns this season, which is second most in the NFL. Bucky Irving was seen back at practice, but I'm not sure he will play, and even if he does, I think they will be careful with him. So this is still Rachaad White's backfield, or is it? Sean Tucker has been getting on the field more, and over the last 2 games, he has just 2 fewer carries than White does. And since week 8, Sean Tucker has the most red zone looks on the team, and he is tied with White in goal line looks during that span. Tucker has looked good, averaging 4.5 yards per carry since week 8, while White is averaging just over 3 yards per carry since week 8. Tucker offers the higher payout. He's been getting the opportunities, so I'm going to take a shot on him to get into the end zone at plus 230. Then lastly, Quentin Johnston at plus 200 at FanDuel. The Jaguars get thrown on consistently, and Jacksonville has given up the 4th most receiving touchdowns this season with 21, as opposed to just 6 rushing touchdowns allowed this year. Quentin Johnston quietly led the team in targets last week with 10. Gaston's a little banged up. Will he play? Maybe, but he's not 100%. And Quentin Johnston has an 18.2% red zone target share since week 7. He also has that big playability. He owns a 14.8% end zone target share. So I like QJ to get into the end zone in week 11. So those are my 4 favorite NFL anytime touchdown scorer picks. All have pretty solid odds as well. We've got Jordan Addison. We've got Pat Freiermuth. We've got Sean Tucker and Quentin Johnston to bring us home. Thank you all so much for watching, and let's have a great weekend.